right, so good afternoon again. Welcome to Strength Flow. Today we're going to start off with a little bit around the world. So go ahead and ground those feet for me. Brace through the belly. And now I want you to start leaning off to the left. And as you drop down towards that left knee, I want you to exhale as you go across the body, up the right side, staying up nice and tall. Let's go opposite direction. Making sure we're adding that breath. As we go across that midline, I want you to work this at your pace. All right, if you've been getting loose over the past few minutes, you can get pretty aggressive with this. If this is the first thing you've done since you got off of your desk, or out of your chair, you may want to go a little bit slower. We got about 15 more seconds. Wonderful. Once you finish up that rep, we're just going to go alternating reverse lunge. Nothing fancy here. You're just stepping back at your pace. All right, as you work through this, I want you to really concentrate on grounding that front foot, driving through that front heel, bracing through the belly, engage through that T-spine. So if you need a little help with that, imagine you're ripping the front of your shirt open. It helps to really get everything kind of set in. Got about 10 more seconds. Just looking to get loose here, not getting gassed. And let's get up nice and tall. Then I want you to find a little bit of an exaggerated squat stance for me. And I want you to go ahead and pull one down to whatever your bottom squat is. And what we're going to do is we're just going to work some rocks, okay? You can rock onto the toes. You can stay on the heels. We're just going to try to move those hips around in that bottom position. Again, you can break the rules. You can go onto the toes if you like. You can stay on the heels. Move your knees around as much as you like. We're just looking to challenge those hips, challenge those ankles. Last 3, 2, and relax. All right, so if you're here early, you heard the spiel. Today is not follow the leader. Today is work through your pace. We're going to be working for 50 seconds with only 10-second transition, so it's going to be feeling mighty metabolic today. So once we get rolling, we're really not going to stop. Pace yourself out. If you need to slow down, you need an extra pause, or if I'm slowing you down, hurry up. Stop listening to me and work faster. All right. So our first one we're going to work through is our overhead squat. We're going to sneak in a sprawl into our cobra. We've done variations of this movement before. All right, so let's go ahead and make sure you have room behind you. Go ahead and find your comfortable squat stance. I want you to pull those hands to the chest. Coming on down, bottom position. Right hand to the sky. Down. Left hand to the sky. Down. Hands to the floor. Jump those feet back. Drop the hips. Lift the chest. Your pace. Next 50 seconds. Get those feet back up. Stand tall. Pull that down. Right hand. Left hand. Sprawl to your cobra. Back to that standing position. Again, you're going at your pace. Making sure we're nice and strong in those reaches. Nice and stable through the belly as we get back to that standing position. You work through as fast as you'd like to go. If you came here for a little more mobility, slow things down. If you want to get that heart rate up, speed things up. 10 more seconds. Last 3, 2, and relax. All right, come on down to a kneeling position. We're going to work a kick through. All right, we're only going to work one side. So find your beast position. All right, your knees are off the ground, your shoulders are pulled back. You're going to go off to your left, kicking that right heel through as you lift that left hand. Then follow that right foot all the way around the body to our switch position, and then back across. Again, you're only working that right side, kicking through. Take your time here. If you've never worked a kick through, I'm going to slow things down so you can learn a little bit better. Just picking up pace for those of you who know it. And with that kick through, you're in that beast position, knees off the floor, left hand lifts, right heel kicks through. As you pull back towards the body, left hand comes down. Follow that leg across, and then back across again. Only working one side for the next 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right. come on over to a seated position. We're going to work some rollbacks. These are fun. Haven't done these with y'all in a while. All right, sit up nice and tall for me. I want you to roll them back for me and let those feet go to the sky. And then back up to a seated position. Okay, we're going to start kind of basic first. Just kind of working some rocks. And then as you start to feel comfortable with this, you can start getting as creative as you like. Okay, you can come up with both feet, and when you land, have one foot flat on the ground, tucking that heel in, going back to that roll position, switching out those feet. You can grab a knee. You can switch which knee you're grabbing. Whatever you like to do with that roll. We're in control of every inch of this movement. Last 3, 2, and relax. All right. So we're going back to that kick through. We're working left foot this time. Change camera angle so I can see y'all the majority. All right. So we're going off to the right this time. That left heel kicks through nice and strong. We pull that top right hand. As we put that right hand back on the ground, we follow that left heel across the body. We're in a crab position. If you want to throw in a crab reach, you certainly can. It's your workout. But I'm just coaching you through the kick through to switch today. Halfway through. If you feel like adding the hop, working your way around, you're more than welcome to. Again, we're just pressing through that left heel today. Last 3, 2, and relax. All right. Coming back to our kneeling position, we're going to take it into a plank. All right, so I want you to go ahead and drive to a down dog position. Drive those hips up and back. All right, now we're going to press through the toes, lift the hips, and we're going to follow that wave, coming across the low back, mid back to upper back, and then drop the hips. And then sit back, down dog, spinal wave, press through the toes, lift the hips, low back, mid back, T-spine, through the head, drop the hips. Now breathe. This is kind of our recovery movement between each round. That first round was kind of our introduction. We got to know the movements a little bit. We're going to pick up pace now that we feel a little bit more comfortable. Last 3, 2, and relax. Let's make our way back to that standing position. All right, so again, we have that double overhead reach or single arm, one at a time, into that sprawl, into that cobra. Make sure you have room behind you, pulling back down. Right hand to sky, left hand to sky. Hands go to the ground, jump feet back, cobra. Jump feet up, strong to the belly, stand tall. Pulling back down, your pace. Again, if I'm going too slow for you, you're more than welcome to speed things up. Going a little too fast, slow things down. And we are going to work that full extension, so that full stance after that cobra. Last 4, 3, 2, and relax. All right, getting back to our kick through. So let's take it back down to the floor. Starting again in that beast position. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Knees go off to the left as that right heel kicks through. Nice strong pull with that top hand. As you put that left hand back on the ground, follow that right foot. Strong switch. Back to our kick through. Strong switch. Create those tension points through the body. "20 seconds left, plenty of time." And with this one, it doesn't have to be how many reps you work. Okay, you can slow things down. Trying to feel that tension A little bit more. And relax. All right, we're going back to that roll back. Give the wrist a little breather. You can have some fun with that roll, right? Nice and tall. Explore with the legs. Let's work. You do a little bit of a crisscross as you come down. Go double up top. Whatever you feel like being creative with those legs, it's your rollback. Ten seconds. If you need to take it just a basic rollback and pace yourself, that's absolutely fine. Relax. All right, getting back to our kick through. Working left heel driving through this time. Beast position. Knees go off to the right as that right hand lifts. That left heel drives through. Again, pull with that top hand. Bringing that right hand back to the floor. Following that left heel across. Strong switch. If you want to add in the crab reach, if you know what that is, you are more than welcome to. $15 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. All right. Getting back into that spinal wave. This one always gets a little cleaner for me on every round. Start to loosen up a little bit more. Plank position, drive those hips up and back. Down dog first, then press through those toes. Follow that wave through low back, mid back, upper T-spine. Drop the hips, proud chest. Down dog. Spinal wave. You don't have to go super fast here. I want you more controlled than anything. Trying to actually feel that wave travel up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. 3, 2, and relax. All right. Last round, third round, final round. You can go with that double reach or that single to single, sprawl to cobra. Comfortable squat position, coming down, right side, left, sprawl, cobra, drop hips, back up. When you jump those feet forward, try to get those heels to the ground for me. Full stance with every rep. Strong single arm reach. 15 seconds left. And then you're done with this one for the day. Last 3, 2, and relax. All right. Back to our kick through. Again, working out one side. If you've been wondering where the crab reach is, I'll sneak one in this round for those of you who don't know. All right, beast position, knees off to the left as that right heel kicks through. Back to that switch, that crab reach. That right hand's gonna reach overhead as you extend through the hips. Then back to that kick through position. Again, that's if you want to get a little creative. I'm mainly coaching the switch and the kick through today. 20 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. All right. Last time with that roll back. Nice and proud chest, sit tall. Once you're ready, take it on back. Have some fun, be creative with those legs. 20 seconds, you're in control. You're not chasing the body. Last 10. Finish up that rep and relax. All right, getting back into our kick through now. Finishing off with that left side, pushing through this time. Strong beast. Knees go off to the right as we press that heel through. You know the deal. Follow that left heel across. Strong switch. Stay in control. Halfway through. Hopefully, though you might be feeling a little looser by now, maybe struggling in these transitions as fatigue starting to set in. 3, 2, and time. All right, spinal wave is going to finish us off. If you want to get a little crazy on, you can sneak in a push-up. Do a strong sit back coming out of that wave. Let's send up, down dog. Crunch through those toes, all the way, vertebrae by vertebrae. Dropping the hips. If you want to get fancy, lowering down. Sit back position. Next spinal wave. Strong through those fingertips. You're breathing the entire rep. Lazy on that one. Delta fatigue starting to set in a little bit. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Let's sit up nice and tall in our kneel position. A couple of deep breaths. We're actually going to challenge a pigeon position to finish off our mobility today. We're taking a little more dynamic into a nice iso hold. All right, so give me one more deep breath. Big exhale. Find your plank position. I like to set this one up by actually rocking forward a little bit so I get my hands almost by the rib cage. Bringing my left shin forward. I'm going to stay nice and tall at first. And I'm going to exhale as I sit that left hip back. Let's go 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold this one a little bit longer. Hold, hold, hold. Breathe normally. And relax. Taking that left foot back. Rocking back forward if you need it. Right shin comes up, staying tall in that pigeon pose. Exhale as you sit that right hip back. Inhale as you reset. Exhale as you sit back. Inhale, final one here. Exhale. Hold, hold, hold. Breathe normally. And relax. All right. So y'all are awesome. Thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. If you missed the beginning of class, a quick call out through the extended weekend for the holiday, Labor Day holiday. We will not have classes on Friday. So if you are looking for some workouts, you can check out our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and Power Up Fitness Center. You'll see the coaches you recognize across the banner. If you're looking for something different, you can always check out Exos at Home. That is our company, and those classes are taught by some of our coaches out of headquarters, but you'll see some different modalities if you want to give it a shot. So again, you just go to YouTube, Exos at Home. But again, y'all have a wonderful night.